Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Wars Hot Toys review. Today I have just received the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett, and as you can see I've already taken everything out of the box and displayed all of his accessories, which are either in front of him or already attached. So this will be a kind of quick review of Boba Fett. So starting off with the box, it's just your standard Star Wars shoebox design with character art on the front. So let's just get that out of the way. Now before I get into the figure, I'd just like to go thank the cast and credits for behind the workings of this figure. As you can see on the instruction manual there. Now, this is only the standard version, so I'll leave a link to the deluxe version unboxing that a buddy of mine has done. Link will be either on the screen right now or in the description below. So starting off with his accessories, we'll start from the right. Comes with his blaster pistol. Nice red and silver paint with a lot of dirt effect on the silver. And he comes with his 4 tools that you put on in the pockets of his trousers. So I'll just start with this one, and I'll show you where all of these go on the figure itself later. His third tool, not sure what these are called, but all of these have excellent silver paintwork and occasional red details, and are all weathered with chipping and dirt effects. So bringing the figure there, as you can see, there are 4 little pockets, and I've laid them out so that these 2 on the left go in his left pocket, and these 2 on the right go on his right pocket, or left if you're looking at it the other way. So all you do is you slide them in like so, and sometimes they can get a little tight to fit. So just be careful when you're slotting them in. And the 4th one, if that would, yep. And they're supposed to go in a little bit further down, but I can't seem to push them through. There might be some resistance in the pocket, so just leave it like that for now. Next, he comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with 7 different hand pieces, and they're all sculpted plastic like this. Now I do wish that they had a little bit more sculpt work in it, like to make it look a bit more like fabric per se. Because the paintwork on this just makes it look very plasticky and rubbery. So it comes with two of these kinds of hands to hold onto the rifle, 2 fist hands, 2 kind of open hands, 1 right trigger hand, doesn't come with a left trigger, and another hand to hold onto the rifle. Now for the base, just get Boba himself off. Move to the side a bit. The base is based off. It's based off the Cloud City carbonite freezing chamber. So as you can see, there's these kind of orange background, if you could say. And he does come with this standard crotch stand that most Hot Toys comes with. And the cool thing about this base design is that you could position this crotch stand anywhere that has this rectangular place, so it's not fixed to the middle back. And his nameplate, Star Wars Boba Fett, does come with a piece of plastic on it, and it's suggested that you leave it on so you don't damage the plaque itself. One thing that I forgot to mention was there's a holster for the pistol on Boba himself. So zoom in a bit. Just bear with me for a second. You can see this. Just slot the pistol from the top. There should be a hole in the bottom where the tip, I guess, goes through. And you could bring this strap to that hole there, but for some reason I can't get the button back in, so I'm just gonna leave it like that because the button's a bit tight. So that's all of his accessories. Oh no, wait. Still didn't cover the main rifle and the jetpack. Sorry about that. Just gonna go in closer on the rifle. As you can see, excellent kind of gunmetal gray there, and brown that kind of looks like wood. And on the front of the rifle, you can see that it is kind of silvered and chipped, and there is a lot of chipping effect on this rifle. Just show the other side. Excuse me. And he does come with like a strap thingy. Whatever that's called, probably metallic detail. And that looks excellent with the red, with just a little bit of red paint there. So now let's go to his jetpack. And this jetpack took me about 5 good minutes to get on, because it's a little bit complicated. Now, if I take it off now, I'm not sure if I could get it back on. So I'll just show you it here. Good, it's very good chipping effect and weathering on it. Nice yellow paint. Let me just hold the camera. And his back rocket looks excellent. And sometimes if you display it, you can just see the back rocket poking out, and that is very cool. I'm not sure if the Return of the Jedi Boba came with like thrust fire effects, but this one doesn't. But then you don't really see him flying around in Empire. So that's what the bottom looks like. So now, just get him fixed up, and I'll give you a complete overview of the figure. Alright, first of all, we'll start with his helmet. So just taking the camera up. Just decrease the light a bit. There we go. As you can see, there's that dent where, if you watch the unfinished Clone Wars episodes, that's where Cad Bane shot him. But, didn't kill him because the helmet is strong. And all over the helmet you can see there's excellent chipping effect, excellent weathering everywhere, which kind of completes the look of this bounty hunter. Gives him the look that he's very battle scarred and battle hardened. Even these yellow markings are getting chipped off. Turning around to the back, there's even more chipping and weathering. And I really like that yellow section up here. This looks excellent. And this rangefinder can swivel down to his eye. For the rangefinder itself, excellent silver and glossy black on the rangefinder itself. And if my camera will focus, you can see red and dark blue detail on it. Just excellent attention to detail by Hot Toys on that. On to his main body and arms. The gauntlets are a little loose, so if you start posing around, the gauntlets could shift back, but it's not that big of an issue. Just needs a little bit of extra posing work. I really like how that logo or that symbol turned out. And the fabric that they've chosen for this figure makes for a good range of articulation. So you can get his arm actually that high, and his elbow, as you can see here, bends more than 90 degrees. And on his chest there's more, I'm guessing, decal work. And you can see some symbols on there. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like that, it's a little bit misaligned. I have to look back on the prototype photo. But again, there's more dents in his armor, a lot of chipping, and there's even some of this light green underneath the dark green. Just gives the figure some character. It's like he repainted his armor after some battles. Just on the stock of the gun again. Just very good sculpted mechanical detail on there with the red accents. Now the gauntlets, he has all of his tools and weapons on his gauntlets. Just a little caution thing. This string can actually be pulled up, but all you have to do is just slot it back into there and you don't have to worry about that. Onto his cape. The cape itself is wired. There's a wire running along there and along the other side there. There's no wire on the bottom, but turning around, the cape is all tattered, which looks excellent. I know I've said excellent a lot in this video, but this is a perfect addition to my original trilogy collection, and I just can't get over how good it looks. As you can see, that's where the jetpack attaches to, just like the Return of the Jedi version, and it is somewhat of a pain to attach. Anyways, on his right shoulder are these Wookiee braids. The brown one looks nice, but this kind of gold one, on the end it just looks a little bit too shiny for my taste. It doesn't match up with the level of gloss on the braided bit. But that's just a little nitpick. On the shoulder, more dents there, and there's more braids on the front. Now, because I don't have the deluxe version, this doesn't come with any swap out armors, but as I've said before, I'll link there will be a link in the description to a deluxe version unboxing by a Jenkin Wong. So if you like his content, please give him a subscribe. Haven't even gone over the gauntlets yet. I'll just flip this gauntlet around. You see his, I'm guessing, rocket. Good gold paintwork, along with black and silver. And that's, well, what I was talking about. The gauntlets are a little loose, so they could slip back, but all you have to do is push him back forward. It's not that big of a deal when you just take in the whole figure itself. It's a minor thing. Oops, sorry. Going down to his kind of pants area. Again, there's a dent in his crotch armor. I mean, who would even go take a shot there? It's just dirty playing. But anyways, see his pouches? They're all the same fabric, which I've said allows for good articulation. Anyway, just turn the light a bit more. And his whole pants are using that same fabric. So, sorry, just bear with me moving my kind of tripod stand. His knee armor. And that's where his tool pockets are. Now his shoes or boots are sculpted plastic. And they do have a little plasticky feel to them, but it's nothing major. Oh, and that is the whole figure itself. Now for his articulation. The head, I'm pretty sure can do a full 360 swivel. And the neck can go forwards, backwards, side to side. Like that. The arms can go up about 90 degrees. And the elbows, just turning around to the side, bend also about 90 degrees. And his hands do a full swivel. No, I haven't tested this before, but I don't. Oh no, there is. You can bend his torso forward, and that is a pretty good bend. Again, the fabric that they've chosen allows for good articulation, so that's a plus for this figure. Now, I'm guessing that this piece will hinder some of the leg articulation. Just let me angle the camera down a bit. Bring the leg forward. Yep. It does hinder it a bit. So you can't get that. You can't get any running poses, I guess. But he doesn't do much running. For the knees, more than 90 degrees. That's a very good bend. And the feet, they go for angle down, up. There is no toe pivot or swivel, and the feet aren't on a ball joint itself. So overall, good arm articulation. The thighs are a little bit lacking, but you're not really gonna pose him that extremely. And the helmet and the arms are definitely a plus, and the torso articulation as well. So overall, this is an excellent addition to any Star Wars fans collection. It just has a huge presence to it, and even though he didn't do much in the movies, his main appeal was that he looked cool. And if you have him next to a Vader from either Rogue One, I believe that Hot Toys has also made an Empire Vader, but I'm not sure if that's come out yet. So you can have him next to a New Hope Vader or a Rogue One Vader. And just to show you what that looks like, I'll bring my Rogue One Vader down from my display shelf. Just bear with me for a second. I'm just gonna move the box across. So that's what both of them look like together. I'm just gonna go back a bit and take his spare hands out of the way. And having both of them next to each other just gives your display a whole lot of presence, I guess. So if you want to add him to your collection, I'm gonna leave a non-affiliate sideshow link in the description. Or if you want him extra early, I'm pretty sure people from Hong Kong are already selling it on eBay or in one of the Hot Toys BST groups on Facebook. Now I have this so early, and I'm always asked this in the comments. Not always, but I was asked this once in the comments. I live in Hong Kong, so I get not early, but kind of earlier access to these figures than the States or Europe. So that's a plus of living in Hong Kong. You get early access to Hot Toys. So to end this video, this is a great figure to add to any Star Wars collection, especially episodes 4 to 6. And I guess I'll catch you in the next review. Thanks for watching.